Hello guys, MikuChibi here. In this video, I will show you how to farm the rabbit in Swordline in Skill Factor. By rabbits, I mean the Ragout, the Shear, and the Roy. To get their hot ore item to unlock slots on your gear. But before I show you how to do that, I did like to share a little bit about the rabbit that I know. If you don't really care about it, or you already know, then you can just jump to the strategy chapter, which I will put a timestamp on, so you can just jump to there. Ragout Rabbits were introduced during the 3rd anniversary of Swordline in Skill Factor Global with equipment refinement. They drop an item called Hot Ore, which you need to have to forge your slots so you can use ingot on your weapon and gear. There are 3 types of rabbits: Ragout, Shear, and Roy. They drop their own hot ore. Ragout drops red hot ore, Shear drops scorching hot ore, and Roy drops intensely hot ore. If you are refining your floor gear, you will need red hot ore, while for chaos armor and weapon series, you do need 3 different hot ores. Red hot ore for the first slot, scorching hot ore for the second slot, and intensely hot ore for the first slot. A fun fact, you can also get an additional drop from the rabbit, a meat that you can sell for coal. So these rabbits, they spawn randomly, 1 at a time, but sometimes you might see 2, which is kinda rare. They have a spawn timer for 10 minutes, so if you defeat one or let one to despawn, the 10-minute timer will start as soon as they get defeated or despawn. This doesn't work on a single map floor, like floor 48 or floor 55. They have a different spawn timer, which is around 30 minutes. For Ragout Rabbits, they spawn on any floor, from floor 1 to the latest floor, except for floor 100 since it is a safe zone. For Shear and Roy, they only spawn on floor 35 or above. They have a fixed damage reduction, so you're only able to deal 1 damage to them, even with your strongest skill. The Ragout has 20 HP, so you're going to need to use your normal attack 20 times. Shear has 60 and Roy has 225. So how do we deal more damage towards them? If you want to deal more damage to them, you gotta match their weakness. Ragout can have one of 3 weapon element weakness, slash, frost, and blunt. If you see a Ragout that has a slash weakness and you use your axe, you will only deal 1 damage. But if you match its weakness, let's say you use your sword instead of your axe, you will now deal 2 damage. So matching your set with the rabbit weakness will deal 1 more damage for each weakness it has. Here you can see what weakness they have and what floor you can find them. Before you start farming for rabbits, you want to choose what floor and how many maps you plan to go to. Some players choose 4 maps so they can move around easier with the timer, and some players choose 5 to 6 maps to farm rabbit faster, but the timer will be tighter. Popular floors and maps that players choose to farm on are floor 40, 47 and 50, since you can also farm weapon XP and metal scraps while waiting for the rabbit to spawn. You also want to make a party with other players, so they can help you to time the spawner on each map that you have chosen. The more players that are in the party, the better you'll find a rabbit and defeat it faster, especially Roy since it is tanky. When you're farming for rabbits, you will mostly only be using your normal attack and not your skills. For your set, you want to equip based on Shear and Roy's weakness. Let's say you and your party are farming rabbits on floor 47, both maps, and you know the rabbit weakness, then you want to equip element passive for each corresponding element weakness. On floor 47, the Shear is weak to fire, water, wind, and holy, and Roy is weak to fire, frost, blunt wind, and slash water. You can then make a set for 2 weapons depending on what element passive you have. If you have a fire and water element passive, you can then make a fire frost set and a slash water set. Your teammate will do the same, and hopefully someone can cover the blunt wind weakness in case the Roy spawn with that weakness. If you don't have any element passive, then you don't need to worry. It's just that you will have to use your normal attack a little bit more and you will deal 1 less damage. Once you have defeated 1 rabbit, you all will be given a hot ore depending what type it was. And sometime one of your party member or yourself get an additional drop, which can be a meat, which you can sell late for coal for now. Fever Dream or Rabbit Fever is a holiday campaign that doubles the spawn rate, meaning that they will now show after 5 minutes instead of 10, and they stay twice as long on the field. So this is a really good campaign, and make sure to farm a lot during this one. And that was everything you need to know about the rabbits and how to farm them. If you have any question, just let me know in the comments and I will try my best to answer them as best as I can. Otherwise, I will see you guys on next video guide. Take care now and bye bye.